Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news. All right, folks, sit down because what I'm about to tell you could shake up the entire NFC West. Rumors are swirling, and they're not just any rumors. They're explosive, shake-the-standings kind of rumors. Word on the street, coming from some pretty reputable sources like Adam Schefter, is that the Kansas City Chiefs might be considering a blockbuster move that would send their franchise quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, to none other than the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, you heard that right. Mahomes, the guy who's practically a magician on the field, could be donning the red and gold next season. And if this trade goes down, it's not just a minor shakeup. It's a seismic event that could redefine the NFC landscape for years to come. Now, let's break down what's being floated around. The Chiefs, currently coming off a 9-8 rebuild year following the retirement of Travis Kelce, who, let's be honest, was the heartbeat of that offense, are apparently contemplating unloading their star QB in exchange for some premium draft picks. The proposed deal. Mahomes in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft and a second-rounder in 2027. Think about that for a second. The Chiefs would be freeing up around $50 million in cap space, which they could then direct towards rebuilding their offensive line or bolstering their defense, both of which have struggled, especially with a leaky defense that's giving up around 26 points per game. The idea is that Mahomes, who's only 28 but already a legend with over 0 passing yards, 219 touchdowns, and a career rating of 97. 6 would be the ultimate catalyst for a quick rebuild. For the 49ers, this isn't just about adding a star. It's about transforming their entire offensive scheme and elevating their chances to finally bring home that elusive Super Bowl. Right now, the Niners are sitting at 10-7, and while that's a respectable record, injuries have taken a toll. Christian McCaffrey, battling Achilles tendonitis, and Fred Warner fighting through injuries have kept the team from reaching its full potential. The playoffs ended prematurely, with the team feeling the sting of what might have been. But bringing Mahomes into the fold, that could change everything. It's like adding a turbocharger to an already powerful engine. Shanahan's offense, which already maximizes the talents of players like George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk, could reach new heights with Mahomes orchestrating the attack. Now let's talk about what Mahomes brings to the table. This guy is a generational talent, a true game changer. He's completed over 28 yards in his career with 219 touchdowns and just 63 interceptions. His completion percentage regularly hovers around 67%, and his quarterback rating is an impressive 97.6. His PFF grade is 92.4, which puts him among the elite in the league. He's known for his laser-sharp precision and his ability to make throws under pressure. In 2025, he threw for more than 100 yards with 28 touchdowns. He's a mobile quarterback, capable of scrambling for yards. His rushing yards over his career are around 420, which adds an extra layer of difficulty for defenses. And he's been healthy, especially after bouncing back from a knee injury in 2024. But what makes Mahomes such a perfect fit for the 49ers? It's his ability to operate in a scheme like Shanahan's, which emphasizes quick throws, YAC yards after catch, and big plays. Ayuk with his separation skills of 2.4 yards per route, and Kittle with YAC of 6.2 yards per catch would flourish with a quarterback who can deliver pinpoint passes in tight windows. His presence alone could turn the Niners into an offensive juggernaut, pushing their projected yardage per season well beyond 500 yards, and elevating their EPA per play by around 20%. The team's big play average could jump to over 15 per game, making them one of the most explosive offenses in the league. The implications for the NFC are enormous. The 49ers with Mahomes would be a serious Super Bowl contender. The odds, which currently hover around plus 6,000 for the Super Bowl, could plummet to plus 2,000 if this move materializes. The playoff landscape would shift dramatically, with Mahomes' experience and clutch gene adding a new X-factor to the Niners' quest for Lombardi trophies. Think back to the 2020 Buccaneers and Tom Brady. Mahomes has that kind of ability to elevate his team in the playoffs, especially with his mobility and vision. His ability to extend plays and make those impossible throws under pressure could turn the tide in high-stakes games against top-tier opponents like the Eagles, who the 49ers might face again in the postseason. And it's not just about winning now. The long-term vision for the 49ers would be to establish a new era of dominance. With Mahomes, the team could build a sustained winning culture, similar to what the Chiefs have achieved, but with a defense that's already getting stronger under D'Amico Ryan's leadership. The team could prioritize signing key pieces like Ayuk and possibly restructuring contracts to maximize cap space, giving them the flexibility to add more pieces in the future. Of course, this kind of blockbuster trade isn't without risks. Mahomes would be moving from a Chiefs team that's been built around him, with a supportive cast and a familiar system. The adjustment to the 49ers offense, which is slightly different in scheme, could take some time. But given his intelligence and talent, he would adapt quickly. Plus, the Niners are known for their strong offensive line and talented weapons, which would only make his job easier. Shanahan's system is designed to maximize the quarterback's strengths, and Mahomes, with his ability to improvise and make plays on the fly, fits this mold perfectly. Looking at the bigger picture, this trade could signal a shift in the NFL's power dynamics. The Chiefs under Patrick Mahomes have been a dynasty, winning Super Bowl LIV and making multiple appearances in the big game. But if they trade him now, it would be a rebuild that might set them back a few years, especially with their cap situation and the need to develop the next franchise QB. Meanwhile, the 49ers, with a roster that's already loaded on both sides of the ball, would become instant contenders, possibly the favorites to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. The fans are buzzing, and the media is already speculating about when and how this deal could happen. Will the Chiefs truly part ways with their franchise quarterback? And if they do, will the 49ers be the team to swoop in and make it happen? It's a storyline that writes itself, and as always, the NFL never fails to deliver drama. For us 49ers fans, this is the kind of headline that makes the offseason exciting, bringing hope for a new chapter filled with championships and unforgettable moments. Now, I know this is all still in the realm of speculation, but the NFL is unpredictable, and sometimes the biggest moves come out of nowhere. The possibility of Mahomes in red and gold is enough to make any 49ers supporter dream big. Imagine the fireworks, Mahomes leading that Shanahan offense, connecting with Ayuk deep downfield, Kittle making those YAC plays, and a defense that's already improving. That's a recipe for greatness. The NFC West would be turned upside down, and the entire league would have to recalibrate its strategies. So what do you think, 49ers family? Is this just a pipe dream, or could we be witnessing a historic trade in the making? Are you ready to see Mahomes in a 49ers uniform? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest San Francisco 49ers news. This offseason might be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and we're here to cover every twist and turn with passion and insight. Keep the faith, and let's see what the future holds, because the 49ers are always chasing greatness.